Gone, Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalom to the sincere Akim, and his truth is sincere. Shalom. In this video, I want to talk about, how the government in Holland continues to ban cash payments above 3,000 euros, which is all part, and plans, of the beast, which is to revive Roman Empire, for the implementation of the MOTP, you see, because they want to do away with cash and eventually implement, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID technology. It says government continues ban on cash payments above 3,000 euros. This is from the Dutch news outlet NOS.nl, which I used Yandex Translate to translate this page in the English. But it reads, the government is sticking to the plan to ban cash payments above 3,000 euros. The outgoing ministers Van Wijberg and Jesselius write to the House of Representatives that the Netherlands might otherwise miss out on European money. The proposal to no longer allow cash payments above 3,000 euros was already launched in 2019. Then the cabinet wanted to tackle money laundering by criminals with the measure, and the current demissionary cabinet also considers the plan as a means in the fight against money laundering. Criminals often use large sums of cash for this, emphasizes Van Wijberg and Jesselius. So, their first um, argument, is that it has to do with, to tackle money laundering, right? But this might be, something that they put out in the front, but in the back, this is all leading up, to the implementation of the mark of the beast. You know, it says criticism of the Dutch Data Protection Authority. It says the draft law that included the ban contained even more proposals to combat money laundering. It received criticism from, among others, the Dutch Data Protection Authority. According to the AP, there are all kinds of privacy risks to the law. The House of Representatives has declared the law controversial, which means that in principle it will not be dealt with in short term. The cabinet is now writing to the chamber that it wants to limit the proposal to the ban on cash payments for the time being. Van Wijberg and Jesselius point out that a limit on cash payments has now been included in the conditions that the EU sets for financial support to the Netherlands after the crisis. If the Netherlands does not comply, a discount of 600 million euros threatens, the ministers write. The deadline to implement this measure is March 31, 2025. So something that we see here that is actually quite um, amazing is actually the fact that the EU set these conditions. They set these conditions as a reason, for the financial support for the Netherlands, which Holland needed after the crisis, of the C-19. You know, so Holland needs to have a maximum uh, cash payment of 3,000 euros, according to the conditions that the European Union said that they should have. And why I actually say that's quite amazing, because Revelation chapter 13 talks about this. Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads. That he is referring to the EU and the NATO, which the he is referring to the beast, of course. The beast is the EU and the NATO, or the revived Roman Empire. So if the EU, puts forth these conditions, um, which the Netherlands has to comply with, otherwise they're going to lose 600 million of financial aid, which we needed after the C-19 crisis. then we really see that the EU is in control of what is happening, you know, during these times, man. Which it says, and he calls it all. So the EU and the NATO, they're gonna make sure that a way is prepared for the mark of the beast to be implemented. Because when we go to the word causative, which is the word poeo in the Greek, it says to make ready, to prepare. So it's the EU and the NATO that are going to make ready and prepare, all these nations upon the earth to receive this technology. It says to make ready, and so at the same time to institute, to perform. You see? It even says to make one do something. So if you already see that the EU actually forces the Netherlands to have this maximum cash payment of 3,000 euros, what else, is going to happen in the future, man? Because this is something that didn't exist years ago, man. Of course, implemented other smaller measures, to still make sure that people that wanted to pay with more money, will be able to be have like a like a check. Let these people be checked out if their money was legit or if it was basically coming from uh, um, criminal activities. You see, but now we see that they just want to have this ban. But what is the next thing? Is it going to be 2,000, 1,000, none? You see, because also in Holland, there's only a maximum amount of cash money that you can actually have, and then you have to basically inform IRS, you know, or basically the Belastingdienst in Dutch, but you have to inform uh, the ones that are in control of the taxation, how much money you have in cash, man. It says you also declare your money saved at home with your tax return. Are you single? Then this applies in 2024 from 653 euros and basically upward. So if you have up to 652 euros, then you don't have to declare nothing. It says, do you have a tax partner? Then this applies in 2024 from 1,306. If you have 1,305, you don't have to declare nothing. But they do want to have basically their hand in the pudding, man. They do want to have their hand in your business, you know, especially when it concerns your cash, because it is part of such a great biblical prophecy in which cash is going to be done away with. And the only way for you to participate in society is if you do have, the MLTB, man. There's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads, which this is referring to the EU and the NATO, or the beast, the revived Roman Empire. It says that everybody, no matter whether you're rich or poor, whether you are in prison or you're a so-called free man, they're gonna make society in such a way. Let me say they're gonna create society in such a way that you have to take this or you won't be able to participate. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to participate in society, man, because a lot in this society and being part of it has to do with transactions. A lot, actually, man. Actually, everything that we're doing on a daily basis has to do with transactions. People going to the supermarket to buy food, people going to their job also has to do with transactions because there you make money for someone else. But these people won't be able to buy or sell if they don't have this technology. You see? It says, verse 18, here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, what is the number of a man, and his number is 600 3 score and 6. This has to do with the barcode that we have on products. When you have these two little thin stripes on both sides and in the middle, those are supposed to be the number six. So this all has, to do with money and transactions. You see, so we really see that they're pushing, the control that they want over the money. I also remember that back in the days, what you see in the picture, a woman trying to get some cash from this, basically she's trying to deposit some cash. Back in the days, every bank had his own cash withdraw and deposit, um, but now it is all being owned by this Geldmaat, man. A freaking monopoly. You know, so they're really trying to steer it in a certain way, man. You know, and this article also shows that the European Union is involved, in the in this ban on the cash payments above 3,000 euros, man. So yeah, hey, it's all biblical prophecy, man. So hey, Yartazam, this video was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. The honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And Shalom to the sincere Akiam, Spanish truth and sincerity. Shalom.